All right. That was a little bit of a relief and a little bit of a bubblegum break for everyone. I think we have addressed a little bit of a stream crash issue, but we're going to talk about that as we have some stats that Bass has to give from that first one.
That was a an interesting. Do we call it a ghost round? Is that how we put it? I guess. But basically, BRX kind of just rolled up how they ended their last match, completely flawless, taking down RSC in that first pistol round there. A little bit unfortunate for the likes of RSC, of course. I'm probably looking to get that first round winner, I get some of that tempo going, knowing that it's gonna be a bit of a mountain to climb against the current top team in the New South Wales series here. But jumping in round two, we're jumping into just the complete team push here into the B site, and looks things again here. RSC, absolutely no idea what's going on.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a retake right here after losing that first one, and then another one coming in straight into A. They played with a cat and mouse game right now, but they should know this exactly what's coming up. They're still on the guns, on the pistols. They really can't do too much in order to compete, so it's all towards how they circumvent the fight in the beginning. Ego's going to be the first one that jumps in, gets taken down instantly though, and that's a little bit of a good start. Here comes the Tremor coming in. They're trying to hold them all in for the gravity, and at the same time the concuss is there. The people are starting to fall, but right now the trade is still going to be good. 3v3 situation. There is going to be the aftershock. Oh my god, and Tumo just goes down, and the pig goes a massive triple, and that is going to be the second round.
Big second round pick up there. So I had my teams mixed up. I still getting back into it. I'm also still powering back up apparently, but we're back into it. And RSC, a great start there, 2-0 to kick things off here, and gonna start picking up some, I want to say, some decent weapons to kick off into the third round of play here. And it kind of goes back into a little bit what we were talking about before Emperor, right? Before we had a bit of a kerfuffle, right? Before we ended up losing a bit of the stream there, jumping into Fracture, right? And kind of like how this is the kind of that go-to map, right? And the dynamic nature of it, right? Because it's completely different. Still, these kind of maps are almost a big pick there, but Kakashi going to be able to teleport out of that one. It really can make or break, right? Some of the teams that come into some of these types of competitive play.
Yeah, like this is one of those high FPS games where basically you tap the head a few times, it's pretty much done. Sometimes just the one. They're trying to gain some control, some presence of map awareness, but as you can tell, all the way from RSC, yeah, they had a look at the beginning. Almost one of the players got taken down, and so they're gonna quickly make their way back. I think it's nice how they're able to take this one. I don't really think the opposite side has seen just yet. Book Hills is not aware that the current push is coming, as they haven't really rotated off, but just right like that, they should be just fine. There's also going to be suppression stuff being thrown out. At the same time, they're going to be able to go into the A side. There's going to be the rest. Chrysler gets taken down by Kofi here, and that's a good start, but at the same time, that is going to be the plan already done. Mission has been just started, and Jim Lam just runs in. Jim Jam? Yeah, he gets the 2. Pig is also going to get traded right here. 2v2 situation. This is still going to be one of those maps where you don't want to be giving the free one away to RSC. RSC holding commanding a little bit of position right now. Coffee trying his best to circumvent to try to find out a little bit more info. They know they're going to be there. Fast City is going to quickly tap this one in the beginning. He wants to get them baited out, but they know the defuse hasn't really started. Here comes a little bit. They have identified one. Ego's there, poking his head up behind the box. Just says, okay, right here, we know what you're doing. Ego's going to take the one. But it's 1-on-2 situation right now. Kofi is going to be taken down by Ego again. And so that is going to be 3. RSC, they convert the free round, which means that their weaponry is going to be sky high all the way.
Yeah, very similar signs to what we saw back in the regular season play. I mean, Ego, he was the MVP of that series, and he's showing exactly why right here again. 27 kills, 5 assists, 5 first bloods for the man back in regular season. And once again, showing up here. I mean, it was a little bit too much for Kofi to deal with, but again, we're only at the start of the series. We're in a best of 3 set as well. Still plenty of time, but again, Kakashi, very similar signs there to the previous round, almost being one tap. Luckily, has that teleport to just get away.
Yeah, as soon as you see this one, he runs over his right out, gets a lot of info. Right now, Tour de Force is on board. Kakishi's going to make that one. Now, Jim Jam's going to be taken down by Yiko. Is going to quickly take down Shama's speed. He spots him to the one and taps him and disables him. Kakashi has to hold on to the bird. Fast City's going to quickly take that one. There's going to be the Rolling Thunder. Yiko goes down. And here is going to still be the standoff. The spike is still not being planted at the second. Kakashi barely going in, trying to find something, trying to find the information to deal from the behind the flank. It's right there. At the same time, Jay-Z is going to quickly take down Fast City. The pig is standing in front of the nebula cloud. It hasn't been spotted out. He knows his timing. Kakashi tried his best, but right now it's going to be the one-way retake unsuccessful for Bokum Hills. And that is going to be RSC 4-0.
Gonna try and find some of this tempo back. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit difficult on some of these hard push eco rounds, right? But finally, gonna get rifles all across the board for both teams. So gonna be the best chance for Fulcrum Hills to bring something back here and try and get a bit of tempo back their way here into this series. Got a couple seconds before we start, and starting to see some of these ultimates build up here. Jim Jam gonna be the first player here, having that big ult up, of course, on K, give himself that extra free life. Of course, if he's able to survive, and of course, get his teammate to revive him, get him back up. But that one revive could make him break the series. You're not too careful. Nice little double tap peek there coming out by Kakashi to get that one locked down. Looking for the third, but Spear will be the one to lock that kill down.
Oh, that's a nice engagement right there. Kakashi is going to quickly disable the earliest start. The push is not going to be there. So on the attacking side right now, the spike being dropped, they're going to not be able to really retrieve this one. So yes, they can go and make a fight for it, but they're not really scouting for too much. They're just trying to find what's the best way they can meet up to make sure that they can go for a collapse, perhaps. 50 seconds left on the clock. You know, they're going to look for stragglers. They know that the spike is being heavily guarded. They're just trying to make an entry. So they probably smell a little bit of blood in the water, just a tiny little bit. If they can, they will. And as they do, they're going to quickly take that first one. Jim Jam is going to quickly get their position away. So Fast City is going to quickly get the aftershock outside as well, trying to get this blind out. Doesn't really want them to get a chance to retake into here. And you can see the frags are being taken out. Jim Jam trying his best, suppresses the situation, quickly dodges the flash and swings out. Gets that first one, and now it's gonna be nice one-on-one situation. Chrysler with 15 seconds left on the clock. I don't think this is enough time for him to get the spike and plant, so this will just be one to the defenders for the first time.
I have the spike.
Yeah, finally gonna get that big dub, and also gotta hold on to a Vandal each as well for both sides. So at least both teams get at least a bit of a dub out of that one, right? And where each team gonna hold a very powerful rifle in each side. They get a little bit close, but they are gonna be able to sneak away from that one. So a huge first round in here for Bilcom Hills that you love to see them finally pick up into this one. Guys are gonna take out the massive sniper, because love to see it come out here. Of course, one-shot machine, especially if you're a little bit low on funds. You want to save up for, of course, the op a little bit later on. And we're looking to see if they can bring this tempo forward now. Can maybe catch a couple more rounds out before the round swap here to even things back up.
You want to play?
And
Let's play.
maybe looking for a split push for both teams all across the map, across B and A.
Yeah, so quickly we're going to take that first one. Kakashi and Jim Jam is going to trade each other, where River Tour de Force is a powerful sniper right there. Pretty much you get tapped away. It's reminding us a little bit of the good old goated AWP from a different dimension and a different game, but at the same time coming back into this 4-1, we do have 3 ults against the 2, and so look, we can have a cosmic divide possibility that we can do it if we get the spike planted into the A. B is just a possibility. Ego meanwhile does have the showstopper right here. I mean, if he does spot it, it'll be a good opener. And yep, doesn't really want to take the route into the full B. Knows that there's a possibility of a full flank. Doesn't really have the backup, and so knows that the minor contestant is there. You can see they're having a split up. All right, Cosmic Divide is gonna come out. They are gonna activate into B, and so Shama's speed. Gonna see this one right now. There is gonna be an aftershock. That is gonna be a good support to take down Ego. They know what's gonna happen. And Shama Spear, a triple kill right here. And now it's just gonna be 1-on-3. The P gets the 1, but he is not long for this, bro. And that is gonna be a second onto the defenders.
And there's that tempo that we're talking about, right? Some of that momentum, the confidence building back into the team here. of Borkum Hills, and I think there's nothing worse, right, Emperor, than just getting Jet Dash killed. It's very far up there. Maybe Satchel Charge killed. With Kofi, we'll be able to maybe see that come out from him. We saw it out of Ego a fair bit, seeing those fancy Satchel Charge plays, but gonna feel bad. We've got to reset anyway and bring ourselves back into this one here. A lot of members of Borkum Hills hanging around A, and we are going to see the Jet bring out the ultimate now, try and get some of those cheeky one-taps. Kuna.
Yeah, they're going to quickly crash into the A. Fast is going to quickly take the 1 kill early. Yigo, showstopper right there. Doesn't get the connection. Oh my god. All that plan, all that went through for naught. And now it's just going to be up to Chrysler. Chrysler needs to get it, but the Shaman, speed, knives, fancy work comes in, instantly takes that one down. And that was a quick one, although a very, very flashy one coming out.
I was really hoping we were going to see, the rocket tear apart, get ourselves a nice fancy triple kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't end up being the case, but it looked cool. And sometimes, sometimes you kind of just need some of the flash, right, to bring a little spice and fun back to the team. But once again, it's another round pick up for Borkum Hills, and they've almost evened things back up here. And now it's up to Ride to kind of bring things back in. Nice little one tap by Jim Jam there with the Marshall. Going to take care of that one already. And now the members of Borkum Hills are going to definitely be aware that a fair bit of action heading A's way. I wonder if Ride will use that to their advantage.
Well, we hope to do that, but yeah, that was a beautiful clean hit from coming out. That one master kill was huge. Here we go. There is going to be another ult just coming out. I feel like there's so many right now. I swear to God I've seen it, but Jim Jam's going to quickly get that first one. It's pretty much open. There's going to be the full spike plant. The response is not right here just yet, but there is going to be a showstopper at the same time. And Kakashi is going to take down Jay-Z. Bishaman's Fury is gone right now. Meanwhile, Jim Jams is holding to the side, and Kofi right here, waiting. 1-on-4. Got a Vandal, but Chrysler with the Headhunter comes down and goes, oh, there's a hit, and here's the hunt. Boom, boom. See you later. 5-3.
I don't think there's any. This is something fancy, right? About seeing the pistol come out, right? Seeing the sniper come out and getting the one taps. I know plenty of games I've personally played, Emperor, on this game, and seeing, just hard carries come out, or I get dumpstered myself by that, and you kind of just have to deal with it and move on. Luckily, of course, when it gets used up, it's one less thing you have to worry about that can kind of bring our game back in. But, now that we're back on the clock here, 3-5, do you want to point out, I believe actually you might have team names actually modded up here. And actually, looks like Borkum is actually red side, Ride's actually over on the attacking side on the blue side there. So, sorry, on the defending side on the blue side there. So, we'll get that fixed up. But we got the charge coming in here, A, with what should be Borkum Hills now coming into this one, looking to continue the push win here. And so we're going to start using a fair few resources here to try and lock this one down.
Yeah, they're going to invest all the orbs right here. The nebula is going to come down there, make sure the dissipate is going to be here. Look, they're going to be able to ensure that they have a plan going on. The action is good, but at the same time, it's how they get out and hold on to this. Oh my god, the pig just pretty much jumped through everything that was firing at him, and he was still able to get away free. And now you can see this is sort of things that you need to get used to when you play a game like Valorant now. It's like there's going to be a lot of animations, a lot of skills as they push this one. Jim Jam tried his best to hold it, but it's just going to be slaughtered. Showstopper doesn't get anything. Kakashi is going to take down the pig right here. Christ is going to take one back, but Kakashi runs in. He knows it. He wants it, but he is not going to connect. Jay-Z from top. 1-on-3. Here's this one. Pulls them in. There's the gravity. But they are not going to fake this. The defuse is still good. And that is going to be the defenders mugging this one away without too much of a result. And I don't think Borkum Hills was quite happy about that final result.
Is that a GG easy in the all chat, Emperor? Is that what we put in after a round like that? That was insane. And I love to point out here as well how close this matchup is. Only one round difference, right, between the two teams at the moment. Again, you look back to when these guys previous played. It's why what happens up is why it's a grudge match. Borkum Hills went on an absolute tear, and sure, Ride were able to come back and get a couple rounds here and there and bring it in. But Balcom Hills, I feel like we're a lot more dominant in their previous match against Riot. And I feel like Riot's definitely put in the practice, they put in the VOD research. It's definitely paying off here at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit of an opening pick right there. Not really connecting from Chrysler right there. It would be very silly for you not to review the VODs or review on what you could have possibly done better against a team that that you have faced off in the past. Remember, we are in the winner's semi, so the winner on this one goes to the winner's finals, right? And you want to be in that position. I think
You get a signed
that's a
autograph
good
by
win.
Emperor himself if you get to go there, right? I'm pretty sure that's part of the
Oh,
deal.
lol. Okay, sure. Not that my signature means anything. Oh god. As we come into this, Jim Jam is gonna quickly spot the Doom bot, and that's exactly what he knows. So he's gonna quickly frag out one corner. Knows that the push is gonna be the retake, I should say, is coming back in. As they're gonna choose A for the full position, you can see the position, right? All the rest of RSC, they have blocked every exit. They know that the fight right here is not going to be having any flank. Pig is going to quickly go down. They're going to start locking down. Cloudburst is all around. And so, yeah, they're going to quickly get that ascent, get that heaven play right here. They see it. They know it. But, yeah, the diffuser is being tapped. He's going to do it again. And look, all the rest, 3-on-3, they're pretty much into the same hallway. They can hold on to this and get the spike started to get tapped diffused. There is also going to be Kakashi going down. Oh, they're shooting in. They're going in. Crosser connects a crucial shot. But now it's going to be Ego who cleans up the rest. Oh, man, that push was so much of a remembrance on the back of days where people were still camping, you know, when you play FPS.
That's a pitch a tent, why don't you? It's first of all, the fact that Barcode went for it again, unfortunately wasn't able to get it this time, a little bit upsetting. But that kill through the smoke to take down Kakashi mid-diffuse was insane. That was literally blind. There was smoke there. They might have had an idea it was being diffused, and they just sent it straight down the middle, luckily able to take care of him and take away and get that 6th round. Of course, there ended up being one left in the end. And now the push is going to go towards B, a very fast push going in here as well. But look at the catch out there. B with the master shot. Jim Jam is able to be revived, but huge picks here coming through for Falcon.
Oh no, Balcom Hills, I don't think they were expecting this play right here. The resistance is high. They don't even get the chance to repick their team player up right here. And so Shaman Speed once again doing the magic. Quickly get that first one. JCB was coming from the side. Quickly takes out Kofi. And now it's going to be a 1-on-2. They should be able to take this one away. They're going to quickly reposition back into A. Knows that they don't want to be challenging anything else. They say, you know, it's a chamber, right? Kakashi has been doing quite a significant amount of carrying. And so they say, you know what? We're going to quickly go to A. Make him push us. We don't want to go to B where he's already got an angle. But wow. What a beautiful resistance coming in. It is an absolute carnage, right? Especially since RSC came in with an eco round.
There's nothing better than carnage all round, right? Doesn't matter what game that we cover, it's always the most fun to see. Plant down right in the middle. I don't think it's any more obvious that this is a bait, right, coming through. But Kakashi's going to have to go for it anyway. Tries for the fake to see if he can get a pick. Unfortunately, though, does miss the shot. 7th round. Pick up there for Balcom Hills.
Before the switch.
Yeah, here we go. This is the final round before we switch side. I mean, you can make an opening statement, a closing statement. I mean, this is the first side that you can do it on. But right after that, I think... Oh, we have the replay right here as well. Proudly presented by Taurus University. And so, yeah, it's a bloodbath of what just happened. And now big plays coming through. Shaman Speed, instead of having that Marshall, is now going to have an operator instead. We will see how amazing Shaman Speed is going to be able to get into this. And yeah, the result definitely amazing.
Hey, we saw him got some pretty good Marshall hits before, so whatever he's going to be able to go for. Touch charge complete. Ego's looking for it. He's going to get the one tap there. Coming through. He's going to touch charge again. Look for the shot. The spear just starts him out of the air. See you later, Ego. 3-2 happening right now. Spear on a 3-piece. Leave it to this man to just hard carry the round. Holy moly.
Last player standing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Shaman Spear. That's what I was talking about. This man is insane. Every single time we see Shaman Spear on Jet, it's just amazing. He's good with the mushroom, and now the final little bit. Oh, no ace, denied. Christ is gonna put him down to the ground, but come on, if we have a flashy replay of that one, right? He started off with an operator kill, and then a second one, and then he jumped up with a dissension of the knives, and then he got another one. Like, this man is insane. It's just, look, here we go. There's the jump opening from Ego.
Catch, please.
It's like, get out of my air, you know?
Putting in a report for aimbot right now. That is absolutely insane. And then the fact the man still got the 4 piece, as you're saying, right, Emperor. Sure, he doesn't get the full ace, but the man still got a 4 piece to wrap up the switch over. The tempo, the hype, still going to be there for the team, even though Balkam's +4 up. However, Balkam, you know, they're getting ever so close now, inching closer to taking this map. And now that we get the swap, going to see the great come out from Ego. Didn't get any catches.
Oh, that could be huge damage. Oh, no joke. That one grenade, that whole thing could have broken into so many pieces around the whole of RSC. But it's just going to be the 1 kill and a little damage onto Shama's spear. But wow. That was crazy.
What is this game and one taps, man? Obviously, I know it's the game itself, but it never ever gets old to see. They're going to try and go for the similar push here, knowing the grenade's not available, but Balkam is just like, okay, that's fine. We're just going to take you out again. Spear's going to fall here. They're going to send out the bot as well now to try and clear it, but he gets cleared quite easily. Go through with the grenade, trying to push out the likes of Balkam Hills to see if they can get this push onto A through the side spawn there, but they might have to turn their attention to B. Only 40 seconds left.
Oh, Varsity went in quickly, gets the 1. They get the trade 2 for 1 in favor, and so they're going to quickly go in. They want to make a plan. They want the economy. 30 seconds left. I mean, this is something that they can definitely execute onto the A. They just have to quickly take that 1 fight and go for it. So here we go. There is the final utility being used up. They have the steam still, but there is the gravity pull. Trying to get this one through. Jinjo gets taken down. Varsity gets the plant. It's very close, but yeah, I don't think he can do too much in this situation. 12 health in a dream. I mean, the guy is a machine, but the pig is going to quickly take out the imposter, and they are going to win another round and defuse the spike.
Easy concuss there, but it was close there. I mean, Riot were almost close to be able to turn that one around. I kind of feel like they maybe shouldn't have been able to in that position. Kind of feel like Balkam kind of gave him a little bit too much there for Riot to kind of latch onto, right, and keep the push going here. Of course, 1 round away from going double digits, and of course 3 rounds away from taking this one out here. First map in the best of 3 set for the moment. I'm going to see a couple decent guns come out here from Balkam here. I was going to see the judge picked up from Ego. We saw this back in the main series league play where he kind of just satchel charge all over the joint and just 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, got out of there nice and easy. Kind of expecting the same thing. Gonna go for a fast push forward again. Unfortunately though, all of Riot, they kind of just took the train through the middle, right? And gonna try and push B through the backside here. See if they can catch out Balkam.
Yeah, unfortunately, JC spots all of this out through the tunnels, and Shama's screen means, well, he's just going to try to provide some pressure onto Jim Jam, quickly ascends up into tower. Here's the thing, right? They don't get this one through, everything is going to be bad, and the grenade is going to go out there, big concuss, Ego's going to blink, 1, 2, 3! And you are going to go down, Spike goes down, and Ego jumps through for the 4K, sit right back down, and Balkam Hills, they take that one comfortably.
That's the second flawless this game. Of course, we didn't get to see it in the first round. You just have to trust us that it happened. But that's 2 flawlesses there for Balkam. And remember how I was saying how great this match was, Emperor? How close it was? It was great to see for Riot. This is more unfortunate of an example, going back to how we saw things in that regular season play, in that match that we had, when Balkam can start building that lead, they kind of just snowball out of control. And it's happening. More of the same again. Ego, look at the way he gushes through the air. Luckily, we do see 2 pickups there by Riot to take care of Balkam, and hopefully hope them get for a major push here onto this B site. But they're going to be careful because any of the members here on Balkam can get these easy pickups they need. Jay-Z unchecked in the smoke behind the box, gets 2 easy picks.
Oh, the trigger discipline right there. Jay-Z just executed something that you should not ever let happen. But since this is what's going to happen right now, the spike is going to be planted. He gets away with 2 massive kills. We have to remember, this is the gun round for RSC. You lose this one, you know, pretty much the economy is going to be really in the dumps. Jay-Z, you know, he's been spotted. He's only got the Bulldog 1 on 3. I mean, like, he can't pick up a gun and try to go for something right here. He's trying to poke this one out. Pulls up the gravity as well. Doesn't really see it. He wants to pick up a gun. He wants to get the power in, but he's not going to be getting it. Meanwhile, it's being cramped up by Shaman Speed and Kakashi, and there is going to be him going down. But, yeah, just going back into what you said right there, Baz, like, you know, the opening from coming in, it was kind of insane from Ego. Just jump through the sky and goes, come on, let me get an epic Pog champ moment, you know? Just was denied.
I mean, Poggers again for Riot, I think, because that's twice now that they've just gone, this is a no-fly zone? Nope. Get out. And just have instantly taken care of him the second they see him take to the skies here. So maybe they learned a little bit, of course, from that last match that they played coming through. And it's good to see they got that +1, but it was a valiant effort coming through, of course, from Balkan Hills. It was a great pickup there by Jay, but I'm going to see the match obviously come back here, and Spear in a lot of trouble at the moment. Going to be easily taken down there by Jim Jam.
Oh, that could have been a beautiful lineup, but it's going to be denied. Meanwhile, the gun round coming back in from Balkan Hills. They are taking this round in stride. They're just searching, going upon and destroy. Meanwhile, the red of RC, they're going back to A. They're gonna have an opening, right? They're gonna quickly do it. While the most of the members, they're gonna quickly ride that little bit of the skyline coming back in. Gonna have a hang type as well, and the plan is there. Meanwhile, RC setting themselves up, and Balkan Hill is just slowly closing in onto this for the retake. Utility-wise, we're still okay, but Christ is going to quickly go down. Showstopper, though, is going to tag out Barcode. He goes down. They're going to quickly flag out all the potentials. They're going to warbang as much as possible as well. And, oh, man, you gotta know Fracture right there. I mean, you see it, you know it, you got the bullets. All you have to do is just start emptying it onto all the walls, and you will somehow connect in your favor.
That take back was so fast. Like, I think we need that in slow-mo to even kind of break that down. That's how quick the showstopper, the grenade to clear things out, the easy couple quick taps, checking walls, pre-firing, smoke, making sure it's in the perfect positions. Doesn't get any better than that, I think, for Balkan for the take back now. We're 2 rounds off coming into this one here as well. Balkan are looking to start the series strong. Right, really have to try and climb a Mount Everest here to really bring this one back and try and get a chance of taking this first map.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do in this situation. It's hard to recover, right? But you have to make do, especially since you did get the plant. You don't give up. Right now, Chrysler sees the opening. He gets all this information. Fortunately, they only set the one. The peak, meanwhile, is going to quickly take the right up from the doors. They see a lot more, and he knows Shaman Spear has got a marshal. Doesn't really want to do too much. Focus head out. They're going to quickly take out Kakashi, and they are going to try to provide some extra cover. Aftershock is going to come through with a reverse aftershock. That is dangerous, and that's going to force him all the way back out. Going to the attacking side, you know, the chamber can put a mark onto the trademark into the crack, you know, and so it's something that a lot of teams, they can't bypass it without destroying it. It's something that a lot of people have been talking about into the Reddit. I remember when Fracture first came out, people were testing the map or potentially could be exploits, just like how Suffercam was a big thing back on Haven. But yeah, you know, you take what you do
30
with
seconds left.
And with these 30 seconds left here, I mean, Spear on the Marshal, we've seen him get some really good one-taps here. What's he just going to miss shy of that one? It's going to be well known now that they're pushing through here. Jim Jam, easy clear alongside Jay-Z with 2 members left. And might unfortunately be asking a little bit much for Ride to bring this one back here. They might try to hold on to whatever guns they can, but easy grenade pick up there by Far City. Ego again. Once again at it, just getting the big kills that they need, and Balkan now on map point.
Yeah, here we go. 7 map points onto the first one for Balkan Hills, who started this one quite confidently. There is going to be a timeout for now. I mean, we can go back and talk a little bit, right? In the beginning, we got a 5-0, I believe. And then right after that, we kind of like went to 5-4, almost went to 5-5. Economy gains and losses was probably the key factor right there. But then right after that, Walking Hills just kept on exploding onto the scene. Confident retakes, confident picks, and the duel is supreme. Despite Shaman Spear's massive carry. Yeah, like, what do you think about that, Baz?
Oh man, it's I mean, to be fair, right? Think about going into this game, right? Think about obviously the stakes going into it is one thing, but it was kind of already asking a bit for the likes of RSC to get the big dub here, right? I mean, BRX they come in right 6-0 main series coming into this one untouched coming through. Sure, there's like 1 or 2 rounds here and there that it's like maybe a little bit questionable, right? That they kind of might drop here and there, but when they are popping off, they're going hard, right? And a lot of teams, at least here in New South Wales, haven't had an answer for it. Sure, we've seen RSC get some big round pickups, and we've seen Spear, right, get some flashy takedown kills onto Ego. We've seen Kakashi do a lot of work. We've seen Kofi try and bring things back and do a lot. But it's unfortunate, right, that it's like that one kill they just miss shy, right, or that one movement that one read that they misread, right, and it's just what's letting Volcom snowball ahead. And now that we're kind of here on map point after we did have a bit of that pause coming through here by Riot, we're going to be caught out again. 1-to-1 pickup though, so at least it was a 1-to-1 trade here, making a 4v4.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. They did catch them off guard because as the Astro was trying to Cosmic Divide right into the stars, Jay-Z meanwhile gets taken back. Oh, that's a big kill right there. Peeking Jay-Z out, which means that they have the ability to over-defend here. Also gives a lot of opening into the chamber. Can't really go forward. Can't go for a full flank into the return. Yeah, like they have 3 ults. One will think that they can definitely make this one happen. Quickly just reset. The pick is going to take down Kofi for free. Ego meanwhile quickly gets the Doom bot out. They are slowly trying to identify where Shaman's Fury is. They're going to use the Rolling Thunder. They can smell the victory. They're going to quickly take him down. Have to wait for his ult to just go through for the tap. Oh, and that is a beautiful. They are going to be taking this one back. Kakashi! There is the 4K and plus himself giving this one away, but that was all the ability to utilize to save that round.
I absolutely 100% thought for sure that was game. That was it. The way that went through, the way Ego got those big clears again, looking through, gets a pick up on the barcode here. But look how Kakashi, easiest 4 kills in his life coming through. Riot are going to be absolutely cheering after that
You
one.
want to play?
What a way to
Let's
bring
play.
things back. And now you're going to see the ult start coming out from Riot alongside Volcom as well. Kakashi finally gets that big pickup as well into Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's very, very good beginning. They're gonna also have the Blaze Storm out as well. They go, well, there's no point holding this one, right? So, as Shaman Speed, the one and only that carries really hard, besides Kakashi, it makes sense for them to invest a little bit more. They still have a Rolling Thunder just in case things goes a little bit sideways for them. Can be used defensively or even aggressively. Either way, it's just they can't be affording to make one mistake is done. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. They're going to use it offensively, trying to gain some info, trying to make sure that B is going to be the side that they can hold and contest. There is going to be detection. They know exactly what's going to happen. Walking Hills, meanwhile, is going to try to go for this one. Jim Jump going to quick fight instead with Ego. And here comes the CMD Noah as well. Showstopper comes out, jumps in, sees the one. Shaman Speed is going to be that first one. They have access to the site. Barcode, it is just growing huge. Kakashi meanwhile comes back, gets that one in tourist. It is 2v2. Jim Jump takes Kakashi down. 1-2 situation. Barcode needs to get this one. The molly is there. It's angled nicely, but he is not long for this road. He goes down, and Volcom Hills have more than enough time to defuse.
And so very close. And Kakashi, that's twice in a row. He just pulled out the Sharingan, man. He's gotten some huge kills, but unfortunately won't be enough. And Volcom Hills is going to run away with the first map in his best of 3 set here. A huge victory to kick things off.
Oh man, I gotta say, Baz, like from the last one, I was sort of like going, all right, it's gonna be a slow start, but then no, it was just like, bam, everything's happening at the same time. You think you're gonna get one of those passive matches, it doesn't happen, and it also goes back to like we've been casting a lot of League of Legends lately, so we're not used to how fast actions could really explode. But you know what? It brings us back into another beauty of it, right? Because the most important thing is this: you stuff up a play in League, it is recoverable here and there. I mean, you get rolled, that's a different story. But when you come into Valorant, right, you make a mistake, your team is gone. Like, unless someone like Shaman Speak, Kakashi, or like, anyone that makes a mad play come out. Yes, okay, great. But then, normal match like that, wow. It was such a bang of an opening. Like, I'm sorely impressed.
And the thing I think I'm most excited for here coming into this one as well, or going into the rest of the series, I should say, even is sure, right? RSC lost the match. Sure, it was 6-13. But when RSC had those shining moments, they shone, right? They were really, really big. They got really big picks throughout. And some of those rounds, it was the sake of one kill, one misstep, like slight mistakes. And sure, you can go with the argument, oh, but that builds up and it's the win at the end of the day, right? But if they're able to kind of recover from this, recognize some of those mistakes, maybe take a deep breath and relax a little bit, because obviously we're on stream, the stakes are high, we're playing for that grand final spot. Of course, that is going to be huge, going to be that big land live, that we've not really had with Valorant all throughout its life. So we're only just getting it really now, right, over these past few weeks. Is it huge for these kids to get these kills here? And they kind of maybe need to look towards taking that short breather, of course, to be able to get here between maps. And if RSC are able to recognize some of these small mistakes, there's a high chance they could even things up, and we could be having a series on our hands and going to that third map. I mean, it's even, their map pick coming in Haven, right, coming into the second match. So they've even got that advantage heading that way.
That's right. So don't go anywhere, as we are going to take a quick BRB while we prepare for the second map of today's match. And so, guys, make sure to follow Meta if you haven't followed Meta across all of our social medias, including our Twitch channels on twitch.tv/Meta. Meta HSC, Meta HSC.
I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got it right there.
The cameras, but we got
it. So yeah, don't go anywhere while we bring you back into the second map of today. Well, welcome back to Meta HSC, and where we are going with the semi-finals for New South Wales Valorant players are going clashing between Broken Hills and RSC. And so joining me once again is obviously Baz. And for the people who don't know who we are, yes, we are commentating on high school league match. Yes, we've been commentating this whole time. If you haven't seen what our works has done, make sure to check out at the Baz 59, the Baz 59 right there, and myself right here down, Emperor. So like, you know, we cast all these games right here. Shouldn't you want to come and play and to be casted under our magical bead that I do not have, but Baz does? But yes, it's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, and so when we come back into this, Baz, this is going to go to Haven. What is your expectation of, like, you know, this match?
Yeah, well, of course, going into this one here, I mean, BRX already +1 up. Technically, 2 up if you want to count the match already played in regular season, right? And as we mentioned, they went 6-0 all season long. So these guys are the Titans, right? They're untouchable all throughout. And it's going to be that rough battle that RSC have to take going into this one. They did choose Haven. This was their map pick. So hopefully, you know, they're going to be a little bit more confident going into this one here. They've got a couple strats maybe hidden up their sleeves, right, to bring into this one here. As, again, this is going to be a tough battle for these guys. They've had that, you know, that I would say that life loss coming into this one right now. And they've got more of that recent experience once again going into it. But we saw great moments from RSC coming in. We saw them being able to take out some of the top fraggers from BRX in our previous map on Ascent. And then really at this point, it's just them building on some of those small mistakes to get fixed up. Where, again, like we mentioned before we got into break, there could be a chance here that we could go to our third map in Icebox.
Yeah. I mean, we love having a third match, you know, especially in Icebox. This side is always going to be good. We've seen some fantastic matches all throughout. If you are very familiar with the current metas coming in, even if you're watching the majors, you know, whatever it is, you know, Valorant is still one of those games that's still quite early in its esports stages. It is still in its infancy. For what it is, it really is just the beginning. Surely, not a lot of people know, right? A lot of esports, they take years. Sometimes it takes a decade for them to become, you know, the major scene that we've seen a lot of other games go to. And so, you know, while we do get this one started in the beginning, just you wait. Maybe give it another, you know, 3 to 5 years. Valorant is going to have its own super majors where it's going to be super popular as well. And, yeah.
I kind of feel like the game's already huge and popular now, right? It's kind of already popped off, and it can only get bigger from here, which is what makes it absolutely fantastic. And of course, we're always going to be supporting you here at Meta. So, if you're interested, check out the website. Maybe sign up for next season play coming through, and it's going to be exciting to see, of course, how these players develop as they move on. Of course, through our ranks, whether it be from here, going to the uni leagues, going to the amateur leagues, or maybe even making it pro. You never know, right? Who's watching out there? Which coaches are out there at the end of it. But going to see the agents locked in. There is a bit of a mix-up coming through here with Ride now. Going to bring the Omen, the Nova, and the Fade here this time around. Going to mix things up here, where Bulkham High looks like more of the same here coming into this one. Just chucking the Fade in as well into this Haven matchup.
Yeah. So a lot of people have been commenting, and this is like sort of the meme moment right here, where a lot of people goes, you know, Reyna was the reign supreme. But, you know, as soon as Fate joined the whole thing, it's just like, all right, so Fate has the better utility, has the better skill set at this stage. The abilities are a little bit more, you know, similar to Reyna, but, you know, it's a little bit more advanced. So, yes, they are going to have that, but the interesting pick definitely is going to be Neon. I mean, look, Neon right here, you can quickly fast lane yourself in. You can pretty much make sure C is an open target or even A, so it's a really fast execution. But it's... My concern is that when you go for the A push or the A play, Neon is not as great as a player as people are, because, you know, Heaven is there. Yes, you can get in there, but a lot of other agents can pretty much get there right in front. So this is going to be one of those pop-up games where, you know, if you stack quite, you know, nicely, you are going to be able to get this one through. But yeah, they're going to get this one started.
Yeah, pistol round, right, to kick things off, and time to see who can get that match advantage. We're hoping, of course, that it's Ride, seeing as this was their map choice here to kick things off, and gonna start out on the attack with Bulkham choosing for the defense here to kick things off. And now the 5v5 is gonna start happening to get into Garage. Now, easy pick up there by Kakashi to kick things off. And now the Kryzer, an easy 2, almost a 3. It's Barco taking it.
Oh, the shots are not connecting. Yigo's gonna quickly take down Kofi right here. Yigo, oh, they jumped me in. Kakashi 101, had to reload. And the pig just goes boink, thank you very much. It is a beautiful C stack with the side entrance. But at the same time, Broken Hills, they were able to pull off a massive defense.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Ride there. Looked like they had almost everything down pat here. Kakashi getting big kills as we're expecting him to, right? He's coming off of map 1 there, but Kryzer, the 2 big pickups he got there, I think kind of threw that spanner in the works and let Bolcom kind of just retake C, get those positions and those kills they needed to retake that round and run away once again with that first round coming in. So we'll have to see how Ryder going to be able to try and handle this here, as they're obviously not going to have the weaponry available to maybe deal with some of what Borkum's bringing in here. But I think it's going to be a mix-up. Jay-Z, 2 huge kills there, taking out Kakashi and Kofi. Spear will get one onto Ego, but already Ride in huge trouble.
Oh, that is really unfortunate for the side of Riot because they did invest. I mean, Shaman Speed did pick up a Marshall. They had some Spectres out as well. Like, I'm pretty sure they did go in. I could just be wrong. But yeah, no, I don't think that's what they wanted onto that plan. I mean, there was a modern investment. Okay, there was a modern investment in. But yeah, at the end of the day, right? You mess with that one, it means that free round is going to come through. They are going to snowball you. At the same time, credit's not going to be as good into the next round. When you finally buy into a Vandal, anyone you kill this round is going to come back with a Vandal as well, as expected. With the Soul Shakers, eventually going in, Booking Hills. Obviously, identifying the situation is going to be pretty gleeful at this situation. The explosive, play that Riot has, got themselves into might just not work out.
Yeah, they're going to be praying, I think, to anyone out there who will listen to get these Sheriff 1 taps right now, because obviously now we're stuck in this eco period, and it's kind of what you were talking about before, Emperor, right, where if you kind of fall behind in Valorant, it can really bite you in the behind, right, and it can take a while to really come back, and we're hoping that's not the case, because if it does, Bolcom might even go quite a few more rounds up yet on Ride, which they absolutely can't afford to get here. Pig will get one onto Kakashi already, and this is kind of bad situation we're expecting to happen.
Spike down, C.
Oh, the Pig picks up a massive triple. Kryzer takes the other. Meanwhile, Fussy is going to quickly eliminate him, but the Spike is all the way there. They're going to horn him, and yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can do right there. Right? I mean, you're only one man with a pistol. You're going, alright, I need to go big right here. And the ability comes out as well. It's just like, okay, so I shall not play anymore. I will stay here to be haunted and be slaughtered for everyone else. And now we have the gun round. And as expected, as soon as we put anyone down, like Kryzer who went down, he's going to quickly pick that operator back up. He knows he just needs the 1 kill and pretty much secures himself the total force. It's guaranteed in, and add the extra pressure in, and the rest, well, they do have the full buys, the Vandals and the Phantom. One Phantom's going to come out. But yeah, and this is going to be a little bit of a stack going back into C.
Yeah, massive resources being used here in C, right? Look, tons of smoke coming out just to control the field while they can here. Looking for the plot around the box here to maybe sneak that one through. And that big push coming through there by Ride there. Nice 2 pickup. Taking care of the operator there as well. Is going to be a huge pickup for the team. And now with the 3v5, could be Ride's chance to get the first round on the board.
Oh, here we go. Shaman's Speed going huge. Huge. Finally gets pulled down. But, yeah, it's 1 on 4. And the Pig, they know where he is. He's slowly being slow. Oh, it's going to get one. The jump down. Oh, he doinks right there. But, yeah, they are going to try to pick up the operator for Shaman Speed. Did they pick it up? No. Okay, attacking side. Okay. They don't want to do it. They don't want to have that mid-duel. I get it. I get the possibility of that. But, yeah. It's a nice round for a Ride. They finally able to, enable themselves a nice round, shattered Broken Hills' expectation to be able to constantly bank their credits and make them pay dearly for it.
Yeah, and it's still good they got that round win on Ride's side, but I think what's kind of important as well is that Broken Hills still got 2 big picks, right, in that round. And Ryder already hurting eco-wise. They really can't afford to lose anyone if possible. And as I say that, Kakashi just eats a bullet to the face. Nice and tasty, hopefully, but it'll be the last thing he tastes. And really, actually kind of bad there, because obviously Kakashi is doing a ton of work for Ride here at the moment. Really someone that can afford to lose.
Well, as delicious as that opening barbecue was, he's going to get taken down. The missed tour de force is not going to be in play. Cosmic Divide has been used by Pokemon Heals. And so Fast City quickly gets the spike, gets the trademark just to reset. And at the same time, right, Jay-Z already into this, knows that there's a possibility, trying to gain some more extra info. They want to quickly tap this one away. It's just that they don't hear anything, right? They have to quickly go through. Now they do. Yeah, Fast City's gonna go down. Oh my goodness, they're gonna take 2 and 2. 1-on-2 situation. Shaman Speed have to walk through the Nebula. There is gonna be the first one. The first part is good. They know this is not a fake. Goes through, and the pig from the side does the Matrix Trinity. He goes, dodge this. Kaboom.
There is absolutely nothing that Ride could have done there. Unfortunately, Spear, right, already well down long, and I mean, how do you get through that setup? It's next to near impossible, right? Even if he went for the launch, he went for the dash, he's still going to get one-tapped, right? He's still going to be taken down at the end of the day. And Pig now 9, 1, and 2 coming out here. Absolutely popping off in this match here for the moment. And currently, Balkan with that +3 round up advantage. Definitely not what Ride were hoping on their map pick, but still plenty of time to turn this one around.
Okay, here we go. Kakashi quickly fastens in, getting to the high gear. I'll tell you what, it's not bad. This is a nice little bit of opening. They know that they can quickly blind this one out. Just go for it. You know, weapon utility is not going to be there. Meanwhile, Shaman Speed will take whatever he can get. Sees the horn and knows. Whoa, just a bare miss on the tour de force right there as well from the defenders. 2 massive bullets. Here comes the rolling thunder. Concussive everywhere. The knives are flying a little bit more slower. They are, oh my god, the knife ball. Oh, every time I see it, I love it. They're still going to be 3-on-2. Advantage is still good. 2-on-2 now. They started to flip this one out, but JC is going to quickly take that last one. They see where Kakashi is. They have the skills. And here we go. Kakashi, finger lasers. Oh, I wanted to see a kill with the finger lasers so bad.
Yeah. Finger lasers is normally guaranteed W, right? At least that's what I've been brought up to know in this game. And Ego is just like, nah, none of that. Absolutely not. Get rid of that. We're here using real guns, okay? Get the memo. Take the memo already. And just one-tap Spear completely removes him out of the equation. +4 up. Coming to this one here as we're getting close now, of course, to that side swap. And Ride still trying to look for a second round pickup here. They've had great advances onto the points and even great lockdowns for some time. But they don't really seem to have an answer to Balkan getting these big picks. And already look at that one. 3 picks. Ego getting 2 of them 3 here. And Ride once again in huge trouble.
Yeah, I don't think they expected Jay-Z and Yigo to just quickly go in. They quickly, utilized it. They say, all right, looks like the bulk of them is here. Let's see what we can do. Try to go for 2 to trade the pig. Meanwhile, can just get his point quick early. No, he's going to be put down in reverse. That's an unfortunate loss. So Jim Jam, meanwhile, is slowly getting this one down. Tries to get some more, doesn't shoot first. And all that early beginning advantage is going to go straight out the window. Kofi meanwhile quickly shoots the trademark down, knows that, we can go for it. They have a little bit more info, and here comes the Omen play. Oh, I love this. But at the same time, Jay-Z spots it out, knows the fake. Quickly gets the horn, gets the prowler out. Oh! They get the C open, but A is where your spike gets dropped, and that is not good.
That was almost a perfect play out of Ride, right, coming in. There's one taps that we're getting. The fact that they even faked it over to A and were able to get away with it. But now the swap here, and Balkan maybe made a mistake right now because the spike is going to be available to be planted down here by Ride. Kofi is going to be able to chuck this one down here, give him that little extra bit of money coming through here. But here we go, the 1v1, the fade v fade. Let's see how it goes down.
All right, it is the Bulldog. Can we do it? This is Jay-Z favorite, but no! Kofi was hiding into the corner, says, I guess if you want to leave this one away, I should just take it away from you. In a cat and mouse game, and especially in a mirror, you can't do too much about that. It's pretty much a guess. Anyone, if you are, you know, even if you have the best map awareness, right? It's not something that you can joke around with that. Yes, I'm going to be able to do this one. But the gamble didn't pay off for Bochum Hills, which is a shame. Despite the early advantage, right? They are going to recover. And so the full boss is going to also come in with a timeout. And a little bit of good time for us to reflect on what has happened in the beginning 7 rounds. Baz, like, take me through your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, such a great moment for the timeout. I want to say for Ride here. Off of that big round pickup that they got, they're like, okay, cool. If we got Rush at the start, we still got that win though. Let's take a breather. Let's run through things. I kind of do feel like Bochum, you know, hindsight's a thing, and you can say all that, but I do feel like that maybe the likes of Jay-Z, or maybe the team itself, maybe might have been a team call out even, maybe a little bit too overconfident, maybe a little bit too greedy, looking for that big pickup, looking for that 6th round win, especially when you have the spike, you have it locked down. It's quite easy to set up against that fade as well. Of course, it's not really too much of a big deal. They've just gone, okay, that's fine. Yes, we give a round over, but we can still get a nice buy-in here. Sork Cries is a little bit weaker coming into this one here, but we're still +3 up. We have all that advantage. We have that safety net coming in. Going into this one, it's probably expected, right, that they'll go into that round swap still in a quite comfortable lead already on that map point as well. And again, it's really up to Riot to maybe clean up some of these final round ending takes, right? Where, like I said before in the previous round, their attacks on point have been fantastic. There's been really not been anything wrong with them. They've been really great. Smoke's been down perfect, checking every corner. When they do check corners, they can catch someone out. They normally win the gun battles. It's just after the fact, they kind of let Bulka maybe push a little bit too far and get a little bit too much of an advantage. And they're kind of giving those kills, those rounds over, and it's a little bit unfortunate. So we're going to see if they can max things up here. That's the push. Goes on to B1.
Yeah, Aftershock is not going to deter Kakashi, who's going to quickly jump in with a Neo. Meanwhile, he's going to quickly get Shaman Speed executed. Yigo from the side, from behind, takes that first one to the flank. They are going to have an opening. Nebula Cloud Dissipate is right in front. And it's now just going to be the one lonely Kofi. Try his best to shoot through. Takes down Chrysler into the reverse. But yeah, so look, it's a good round. I think the commitment was a little bit overly done, and it was prematurely executed without too much info. They were relying on every utility they can to open up the B, and then, you know, try to split into either C or A. But, you know, it's Bochum Hills. Once again, they identify where the weakness in the gap is. You know, they see the bulk of the force, and then as soon as it happened, right, the flank was just an easy picking for them. So now we're going to 6-2, where Bochum Hills have a 4-round lead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out there as well, Emperor, right? It was that flank was just huge. It just completely destroyed what Ride kind of brought in here. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's the initial attack is great. It's just these small little mistakes afterwards that are building up and giving Bochum these huge opportunities to bring it back in here. And now that we are going to see a huge split of players, I want to say, across the map right now, it kind of feels like Ryder, you know, they're looking for C, but I don't know if it's just me or not, Emperor. They kind of feel a little bit lost here as to how they're going to bring this one back in here. And Spira, unfortunate there with the misses on the Classic coming through. That's going to be huge because now Ego's going to be able to sneak in and maybe get some big pickups with the Vandal.
Yeah, gotta be careful though. They are on a info round right here. Kakashi just drops. Hikey is here to die. Ego takes the 2, gets traded out right here. They are going to be able to pick up a Vandal right here as well. But yeah, here comes the Nightfall, comes through. A little bit of Nightmare coming in. They are going to be identified most of Bochum Hills. Well, I tell you what, they just have to go back a little bit, right? They know their attack is right here. They can throw the Nightfall back into the reverse. It's a little bit of Nightmare if you're not used to it just yet. Fade has been able to insert his dominance quite well. And now they're going to try to make the rest of Bochum Hills over-rotate while they slowly edge out a gap. Possibility to go for a B flank into C, if not B back into A. Like, there's still plenty of possibilities, but time is starting to tick. Here comes the Nightfall coming in. And they want to identify where everyone is. They're going to get the entry through. They take that one into the trade. 2 for 1. Any time of the day, we'll take that one. But Chrysler comes in, takes that one down. Spike goes down. They don't have to fight at all. They can just wait for it. But they all... Why? Why?
And they get the spike down last second for maximum Eco as well. I think they just think they knew that Omen was at least one tap, right? They knew he was lit up, and maybe they just thought, well, we'll go for it. And maybe this is maybe where we're seeing where Balkan can be a little bit greedy, a little bit overconfident in some of their plays, and that's what gave Ride that third round. But I do want to point out how quickly Balkan went, oh, the attack's on A, everyone. Foot traffic everywhere, straight to A in just a matter of seconds. And also the fact that while they kind of put everyone onto the A side, they also had that one member near round B, right, just to make sure the foot traffic. Ego, maybe looking for it again. It will be one-to-one trade. He catches out Kofi. Spear will take him out. And with that still being evened up here, I'm liking Ride's chances right now to maybe get this as a fourth round win.
Spike dropped.
Yeah, like, that's a really unfortunate moment for Balkan Hills. And here we go, they're gonna quickly go out, JZ. Meanwhile, they've been waiting to get the first trade. They quickly jumps out from this one. They know there is more. The spike is trying to slowly being delivered onto another side. Unfortunately, Omen did teleport here, so Barco sees nothing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the spike. He goes, alright, the coast is clear. 3-on-3 retake is probably going to be coming through out. It's going to quickly blind out into the re-entry right here. Provide a little bit of cover, trying to minimize the retake possibility. But yeah, I think the misplay was definitely there coming from Balkan Hills. But JZ quickly runs through. There is the concuss, gets that first one Shaman Steel right at the back. Barco takes a gym trap, 1 or 2, and make that another one. 6-4, right? Has a second lifeline coming in.
You love to see it come out from the lads here at Ride as well. I mean, yes, the Barco teleport on to C. Sure, you could have said, well, why didn't you have to spike with him, right? Why couldn't have gone for it? But it's kind of that 50-50 trade, right? It's like, okay, we can use this teleport here. Do we just use it to gain recon, right? To gain that important intel information they need to go for the plan and rotate? Or do we risk taking the bomb where there could just be someone lying in wait, right? You never know what could come through. Then they're kind of stuck around A and B still, and it just becomes a big mess, right? So great take there for Ride to get that fourth round. Ego is going to go for it again. Going to wait just a moment and have the ultimate available, but he gets red there by Spear. Just seen him around the corner. That's a huge take out there. Mike can go for it. JZ's actually going to miss that. The huge touch up by Spear is going to get it. They're not going to see JZ here, however, but it's already 3-5 in Ride's favor.
Yeah, so just a bare miss right there. When you have an up drift, you can't really see anything into the cloud burst. The price also goes down, but the frenzy fire is not enough to the long distance. The pick only gets the one for his sakes. 6-5. One round of Eco onto the side of Balkan Hills. Ride takes it comfortably, confidently. They put down Ego, and now they're gonna try to aim for an equalizer before they switch. It's good. I mean, coming from both sides, great efforts coming from Balkan Hills into the opening, but Ride punishing in reverse. And now the full bar's in, and we'd love to see a closer match.
That's right, especially when we get even here. And we're seeing more why Ride chose this map, why it was their pick coming in here into Haven, looking a lot better here than what they looked on Fracture. And, you know, I'm not too sure, you know, if they chose this map because they favor the defense or favor the offense. But again, the offense has been really great out of this team so far. We've got one more chance to wrap this one up here. The B pushes here have normally been okay, but the closeout is normally where they faltered. Time to see if they can fix this one up, at least going into the round swap here while they've got that chance. And once again, Balkan, they're getting this flank set up here. I wonder if Ride are going to be prepared for it this time, or it's going to catch him out once more.
Oh, Ego though gets spotted out. Only gets the one for the flanking reverse. Meanwhile, they're gonna retake this B. They have invested Rolling Thunder, the big operator in play. Fast City goes down. 24s all the way. 1-on-4. Kakashi, finger lasers right there. Can't quickly overdrive into this. Gets that first one. They know where he is. Onto the window. He gets the second one. Come on, let's go. And the 4K, not into the ace conversion. It's a Balkan Hills. They are going to hold on to the lead just by a tiny thread as we switch.
Switching sides.
This man's Sharingan is insane. I just want to put that out there. Kakashi, that is twice now in 2 separate maps. He's got a 4-piece feed but unfortunately missed out on the 5th. You know, the 4-piece may be a little bit too much for him. He's a little bit full after that one, but unable to get that 5th there. We're going to see the instant replay now where you can see him get these picks. Look how clean. Unfortunately, he's just a little bit shy of it when he just does go down, but look how clean some of those shots were. It's just, again, a little bit too much for him to handle. It is a 1v5 situation, essentially, at that point, coming in. So, are going to get the round swap now. The pistol swap coming through here. But the fact that on swap, it's only a +2 difference coming in, as opposed to last one on Fracture, where it was a lot more than that. And Balkan Mills kind of just ran with the rest of the game after the swap here. Again, I'm putting some faith and some confidence into Riot here, Emperor, that they are going to be able to take this one out here and make it into a 3rd map. But just, we'll have to see how they're going to be able to handle some of this defense here, because Balkan, again, a super, super tough team to deal with that so far no one in this state has had an answer to.
Yeah, look, you know, that's always going to be the solution that you're going to need to provide. Barco, meanwhile, he gets the cover in, but at the same time, he's going to be rushed up. The peak is going to quickly get the first one. They're going to quickly hunt down Kakashi. I mean, the men's manga kill is definitely there. At the same time, he's trying to hold on to this up with steal life, but Jim Jump's going to quickly take him down. As the ghost play comes out, Chrysler from behind takes down Shaman's speed. Varsity has made a really valiant play, 1-on-2 situation. Kofi, meanwhile, is going to quickly go through and tap him away. The spike was planted, but just like the beginning of this map, it will be diffused at the same time. They are both going to be able to afford to buy the guns into the next, but the investment definitely needs to be a little bit more tricky right here, because, you know, if you invest as the attacker, you lose. You pretty much get rolled onto the economy, and on the other side, if it does happen, then yeah, you're going to be back onto the eco. Nice changes into the economy gain and stuff, and it's always good to see marshals and inspectors come out early for both sides.
And good to see Spear back on the marshal route. We saw him in the first map go absolutely ham with it. So good to see him on that one here. Going into this round, looking to see if we can get some of those cheeky picks. It'll be obviously quite easy for him to do so if Balkan Hills are just going to go all classics, no armor. So probably deliberately throwing this round away here just to save up the money and get ready for the following round here. We'll even up the scoreline, however. I'd also love to see that Riot as well will finally able to get a first round win, at least here, right? Balkan, both attack and defense, they run the first round, I believe, back on Fracture. Of course, they won the first one here too. So Kachi goes for a bit of a spray there. Doesn't connect with anyone just yet, but still sending a message of, yeah, boys, you need to back away. You better not try and push you here, otherwise you're just going to get melted.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing right here. Balkan Hills, they're slowly taking this round. They're just trying to find an edge, a way to get in. I think they might just find the perfect one onto A. The response is going to be a little bit more slower, despite the fade is from heaven, or even onto the corner. It doesn't really matter at this second what they get, but that should be more than enough info as they quickly set up. Yeah, they're going to take down Kofi though, and that's quite interesting. While they're going to quickly run into this, Varsity is going to take down Ego. Varsity rushes in when the spike is being planted. Jay-Z goes down as well, and unfortunately, they have to prioritize that objective so they don't get the kill. And Chrysler, well, just says, well, GG, can't really do too much. Try to go for a kill, gets put down, and we have ourselves a tied game from both sides, and the gun round is going to come up from Balkan Hills, and it is going to be super interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, the buy's going to come out now as well, and yeah, sure, it was expected that Riot should have got that easy win, right? It was all classics, no armor, really coming into that round from Balkan Hills, but they still got one big kill pickup, which really, you can question if that should have happened or not. Sure, and it was pretty close that they almost got a couple more there, so a little bit dicey for that round, but a round win is a round win, right, at the end of the day. But now with the full set for Balkan, now it's time. Here's where the real test comes in here for Riot to see if they can deal with the offense of Balkan. There's a push coming through once again, and Kryzer is going to get that first pick on the Kofi once more.
Yeah, slowly they're gonna get that early pick. Remember, this is a Spectre, so it's a free run coming from RSC. If they convert anything, they get banked up. But obviously, if they don't get converted, it's just gonna be reset on economy. Here we go. While the Prowler and the Haunts are coming in, High gear gets put in. The Pig and Ego, they set up a perfect crossfire, and everyone runs to the death from RSC. They only had that one entrance, can't really set anything else up. And yeah, Balkan Hills is still going to be able to take that lead, but you can see the operator already coming in from Sharma's speed. He's going to be in a position to contest. Bulldog is going to be in for Kakashi. I mean, the man's going to be like high gearing the whole time. Bulldog is also for Barcode. I guess that's just going to be the maximum butt that they can get away with this one. Meanwhile, the rest of Balkan Hills, they're going to have their Phantoms and one Vendel. And I guess they're gonna just... Oh no, they are gonna get another one right there. So, alright, here we go. 8-7.
Another full investment, right? So they're gonna have to make sure that it can pay off here. Bookham Hills going for that A push potentially once again here, and maybe Ride might want to try and be more set up for it this time, knowing that this side's been attacked a fair few times now, so it might be safe to maybe bet your odds a little bit on the fact that it's going to happen again here. They're going to go for the setup now and go for some easy clears, and kind of feel like once again here, Emperor, the same mistake made here by Ride. Bookham Hills have just quite easily waltzed onto A site, and Ride have just given it to them.
Yeah, they have to be careful right here, because if you have a breach coming into A, you can quickly set up Aftershock. Anytime you get concussed, you can't see anything, can be disastrous. So yeah, he's gonna quickly see it. That one Aftershock. It's so much stuff, so much things you have to deal with. It effectively divides you into the lane that you can push. So they come in, that's gonna be the first one. Kakashi's gonna quickly go down 2v2. Here comes Rolling Thunder. JZ picks up another Jim Jam. Oh my god. That one Rolling Thunder, that one entrance coming from RSC's re-entry all gets put down. And that is the power of a breach on A. Not enough people know about this, and not enough teams utilize it, but once you see it, it is so damn good.
And if you haven't seen it, guys, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's what you're going to do every game from now on, right? Coming into it. But it's really strange of that, Emperor, because I just feel like they just... Ride have just literally given 2 rounds over to Balkan. They know the push was going to A. They just let them take A. And then they all just funnel in one at a time and all just get picked apart one at a time, right? And it's really unfortunate that that's kind of happened in that way. They did try for a mix-up in that last round, to be fair. And, it kind of worked a little bit here and there. But unfortunately, the outcome was still the same. Pig is playing with fire here at the moment. Farsi looking to try and get our one tap and make it a quick and easy 5-4 situation. There. But it's like nothing's going to push forward for now. As Balkan are going to take this one slower, which I think is definitely going to freak out Ride a little bit, as the pushes on A have been quite strong for now. Barcode being lit up here. Have to be real careful. Not going to be able to challenge Jim Jam.
Yeah, they also identified that this is going to be a run of Yuko. Varsity, meanwhile, is going to try to get away from it. They pick up Jim Jam. Here comes the fast lane, trying to find something, trying to find an entry, but there's going to be the Nebula display right in front of you. When you stare into the astro-cosmic radiance, you just don't get too much. So as we quickly have the 24s also online here, you see the cosmic divide. You can't hear anything. You don't know when the spike is going to be completely blowing up. They want to hear the tap. They want to hear anything. Unfortunately, they just hear it now. But yeah, that's just the pig. The pig is right here. You guys, you try to barbecue me early? Oink, oink. That's not going to happen.
One scary pig, man. Let me tell you, it's like what is it, that new Winnie the Pooh horror movie that's coming out? That absolute disaster.
Oh, God.
I think the pig's coming out from that, man. It's 18, 10, and 9, right? Out of this one here, absolutely insane coming out of here. I want to say technically involved with 27 kills all game long is absolutely insane there. But it was kind of asking a lot for Ride, right? Not even carrying the fact it was an eco round. Balkan just had C completely locked down, left, right, and center. And now they're a couple rounds away here. Ride are a lot closer to bring it back this time. It's not so much of an effort last time. Remember, it's 13-6. In the series that they first played, it was 13-7 back in regular season play. So maybe looking to see if they can maybe at least make it 13-8, right? If things are looking this grim.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely want to make that happen. Meanwhile, though, Bochum Hills losing 2 early players. They're going to quickly take down Kofi. Chrysler being absolutely nuisance with Fast City into the reverse. Jay-Z, meanwhile, has already made it up. Oh, this could be absolutely disastrous. They don't really know if they're going to be here. Jay-Z, meanwhile, wrong window, knows that he can play for a big wave. He does take that one kill from City. Spots on the gun first early. Nicely done. Here comes the Nightfall. Just quickly identifies the rest of C. As they push this one out, they're going to quickly give them time to hump them. Barco, meanwhile, doesn't hit anything. Does hit that first one in the decay. Gets 2! Oh, man. But that is still going to be a victory. Back into Bochum Hills. And no, you do not get extra economy for that play. It was foul ass, but it was gold promoted from Bochum Hills.
That one tiny small mistake, and there was absolutely nothing that Ride could do, right? It's just the way the Bochum was set up, the positioning of Jay-Z was absolutely perfect. And don't get me wrong, Barcode, those 2 picks, he probably shouldn't have got those, but he did. It's just really unfortunate that they weren't able to get that 3rd and final kill because of the angles, right? It just was never going to happen. 2 rounds left for Bochum to take it. And we could be seeing them at Torrens University live for that LAN Grand Finals here, unless Ride can really bring this one back and take it to a 3rd map.
Yeah, Chrysler with the tour de force right now. Just be checking Kakashi right here. Kakashi probably smelling fear onto this one. Doesn't really want to be giving without anything else. And there's the finger lasers. Quickly just shoot this one out into the blind. Doesn't really have too much to be saying.
He goes so low.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Resetting the fast lane. Trying to find something. Trying to get a pick. You can see it. He's so close. But no, Bucker's going to quickly get that flank. Takes down Ego. Chasing meanwhile. He's going to take that kill into the reverse. They get the 1-2. Spike gets dropped. Chrysler's running front to recover. And now it's just going to be up to Fast City. Fast City jumps down. Gets a nice kill, but the pick pulls him to the ground. They are going to get an extra little bit of eco. 12-7, 5 match point, 5 in order to make Bochum Hills advance to the winners finals. Let's see what's going to happen.
Series point, right, coming out here. And you can see that Ryder learning, right? They realize the position where Bochum been sitting in the corner picks on A, but it was like literally millimeters, it's pixels that they're just missing out on, which is just really upsetting to see right at the end of this one. You remember RSC made it all the way through tiebreakers of 6 teams to make it here to the semi-final stage. They're gonna throw everything they can to bring this one back here. Pig is gonna get one, Jay-Z another. It's 5v3, and unfortunately, Emperor, this might be it for Riot. It could be Vulcan's map, it could be their series, and we could be seeing them at Torrens.
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, Cosmic Divide right here. You do not get to hear anything as well. Shaman Smith quickly runs in, and GC with a boost quickly takes him down. And now after Fast City trying to bait something out, doesn't really get anything for it. For the show right now, I have to quickly go for the reset. Gets tapped in the funniest little corner. Chrysler takes down the poster. Coffee, meanwhile, has to go big. Has to get an ace. Clutch that first one. Yes, Bochum, he was gonna give him this one. Come on, he's checking it. They're all gonna dance up to the back. And that is an unfortunate thing. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Here comes the anime. You are just gonna watch this one go down. And we have a victory for Bochum Hills. 13-7 on Haven.
Player standing.
Wow. Absolutely wow. Dominating performance coming out there by BRX. And again, showing why these guys are the Titans. 6-0 in regular season. 2-0 here in the semi-finals. And sure, RSE gave them a bit of a run for their money, especially here on the second map here. I do really think that RSE did have an opportunity to bring things back, but it's just unfortunate, right? There's those small mistakes as we talked about that kind of built up at the end there, and it kind of just opened up the doors for BRX to run away with this one, and we're going to be seeing them in the grand finals.
Yeah. There will be a New South Wales State Finals where Baz and myself will be there casting away, so do look forward to that one. At the same time, it's a dominating performance coming in from Bochum Hills. They've been absolutely amazing the whole season. I think despite what RSC has in mind, they have the right agent, the right place that they really wanted to insert. It's just that you can't shut them down, right? When players like the Pig, who was able to get the dominant performance when you have Christ into the mix, despite he got put down really early, like it's just something else on another matter level, where you have their own players like Shama Spear, who was absolutely dominating onto the first fracture map, but then when you came down to the second one, they weren't really set up for the same position, so he didn't get the chance to pop off and defend as he would have normally. A little bit disappointing that is going to happen, but I think we're also going to have an interview coming in. Yeah. And so, Baz, like, what do you reckon about everything that has happened today?
Yeah, I mean, again, right, it's absolutely insane left, right, and center, of course. One of these teams will be taking on either Distro's Boosted or Power Rangers. Of course, the match is happening off stream. We get to see that huge grand final in just a couple weekends' time. But it kind of goes back to, as I was saying, right, with some of these small mistakes. I mean, there was 2 rounds there that I kind of feel that RSC unfortunately kind of just gave over to BRX on the defense side. And I think there's a lot that RSC can learn from us. I hope they do. I hope we see him next year in meta competition as well, because again, they're an absolutely fantastic lineup coming into this one. It was just, again, you saw them have great takes and great holds on sides, but unable to capitalize. You'd see them, unfortunately, maybe give a couple sides over that was kind of expected, right? Where the enemy team would go for. And maybe just clean up one or two of these kills, right? I mean, we saw Kakashi go off. That man is insane, and it's such a great carry for these guys to kind of build a roster around, right? And kind of play around coming in. But again, it was kind of these similar things where, like I said, where BRX kind of got away with a few things that I really feel like that they shouldn't have been allowed to get away with. Maybe, again, it could just be like a skill thing, right? Because maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit too hard because it is only the highest school esports league coming to this one here. But I feel as, again, if they can just clean some of these things up, RSC will be great. But I'm honestly at a loss for maybe how, if anyone here in New South Wales can beat BRX, I really think maybe they could even take it to the national stage and they could be one of these teams we even see in that live grand final for the national stage even.
Yeah, absolutely. This is how you build your profile. This is how you start your esports journey. And as we have this, the MVP award is going to go to Jay-Z. 19 kills, 14 assists, 2 first blood. The biggest thing here that I have to highlight is that a lot of people don't know that when it comes down to frags and when it comes down to a lot of things, Jay-Z has been able to support quite well, has been able to get those picks onto the lurk, onto the reflank, has been very good onto the Astra, and then with the second one he switched to the Fade, and that Fade, provided all the info, has provided, all those high value plays to enable the rest of his team. Like he pretty much set up his team when it comes down to it, and then you have the big players coming in to take the rest, and absolutely amazing performance, highly valuable. So guys, just because you top frag sometimes doesn't mean that you're also MVP, but we do give you those POG moments. You're the POG champ, not the MVP, but at the same time you can just earn multiple awards just because you're a god. And yeah, look, I think we are also gonna have a one of these things that we hopefully will have a different kind of play into. We do have Chrysler who's being prepped for our live interview. I don't know if that's ready just yet, but let's just quickly give a mad shout out to everyone who has, obviously participated into meta, especially coming from the New South Wales finals coming in. We also do have, the Queensland, the Victorian states. They're all something that we're going to be casting all the way. And yeah, look, if you're
South Australia as well, gotta put
South
that
Australia,
out there for my
that's
boys.
right, South Australia,
Gotta rep my boys.
Western Australia. Well, we had the WA matches. It was possibly the most scuff party moments that we've ever had on Valorant stream. That was quite interesting. Where I felt really bad for the WA community, where they were on I think it was 35 to 70 pin playing. Oh, that was a bad time. And a lot of disconnections. So please, Australian government, please, build some servers around there. Make sure the rest of us, are all gaming proudly. In the meantime, I am not 100% sure on where we are coming into the interview just yet. But looks like it is ready, and we do have Chrysler somewhere. I do not see him anymore.
Oh, here we go. The transition. Here he is.
Chrysler, how are you? Yes, it is.
I'm doing good, thanks.
coming into today's match, between RSC, you guys have done really, really well. Congratulations for the win. Like, how do you guys feel right now?
Yeah, it's whatever.
I had some confidence. I want to say. I mean, to be fair, you guys have definitely earned it, and that was something I wanted to ask. Kind of going into this one as well. Obviously, you had versed this team before in regular season. You'd already beaten them. You didn't have anything to prove, right, against them going in. But how was the team? How was, I want to say, the team atmosphere still going in? Because again, even though you guys were completely flawless, right? This is obviously the state semifinals. There's a lot on the line to make it to the grand finals, the national stage. So, how was the team atmosphere like going into this one?
We just playing like it's a normal match. Didn't really think much about it. Yeah, that's basically it.
Fair enough. Just a quick question. When you came down to the agents pick, when you had both the Breach and you had Fate, when coming in onto a map like Haven, was that the full setup you're going to?
Yeah, that was what we were planning for.
Fair enough.
And how's the team feeling going into the grand finals? At least that I want to say coming in. You'll either be versing Distress Boosted or Power Rangers. I mean, obviously, I can obviously we could feel right. A lot of confidence coming into this one here, which again, well deserved by the team. But how about the grand final stage? Playing in front of an audience, playing land finals. Is the team nervous at all? Or is it, by the sounds of it, just another work day, ready to go? Let's just kill it. Let's just take the nationals already.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Not too much to worry about.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for joining us for this interview. Before we conclude, would you like to shout anyone out?
Nah, it's all good.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And that was Chrysler from Bochum Hills High School.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, as we quickly wrap this one up, I do really want to just remind everyone, please follow at twitch.tv/MetaHSC and also MetaHSC2, where we're also broadcasting the Rocket League finals. There's still the League of Legends finals and everything else that's coming through. Everything that is still good. They are going to be having LAN events for the grand finals, so make sure to join us in in person if you are. But if not, please join us back onto Twitch. If you haven't followed Baz, make sure to follow at the Bazza59, so you can catch the rest of his commentary, and of course at myself right there below. Yeah, anyway, so do have to give a mad shout out to all of our sponsors at the same time. First one is Torrens University of Australia, Blue College of Design and MSI, and of course right now Torrens University Australia, they are bringing out the Bright Awards all around Australia, high school students from year 10 to 12, an opportunity to show off their design skills from to the industry press from various creative fields. So you're gamers, if you're interested in character art, graphic design, or 3D animation, please take a look. You can win up to $1,000 for yourself and $3,000 for your school. So get some new PCs, some new equipment, some software going through to age you into that. So put the best entry together, pop into the Discord and check out to the link in the announcements or in chat for the design school holiday workshops over the coming month. It is absolutely amazing. We do thank you for it. And yeah, we will pretty much wrap this one up. We do give a mad shout out to Mr. Temporal, who's being able to provide some of the best highlights, and of course making sure that he's observing, make it easier for us, and to Black Nico, who's able to handle it onto the production side. Despite the early beginning, we blame it on the beginning hatches. It's Aussie downtown. A lot of things like this happen onto esports, but we do hope you enjoyed everything. I hope you all stay safe. Make sure that you're doing your homework. Make sure your studies are amazing, and we will catch you very, very soon. And this is going to be a Meta HSC signing off. You go showstopper right there. Doesn't get the connection. Oh my god. All that.
And now it's up to Ride to kind of bring things back.
And Kakashi is going to take down Jay-Z. Bishaman's Fury is going right now. Meanwhile, it's like there's going to be a lot of animations, a lot of skills as they push this one. Jim tried his best to hold it. They are not going to fake this. The defuse is still good. And that is going to be this. There is also going to be Kakashi going down. Oh, they're shooting in. They're going in. Crosser connects a crucial.
Through the Falcon.
Oh no, Bochum Hills, I don't think they were expecting this play
right. He's going to be able to get it. He goes for the front, going to get the one tap there. Coming through, going to second charge again. Look at the start. The spear just started out of the air. See you. to be. Only 40 seconds left.
Oh, Fast everything is gonna be bad, and the grenade is gonna go out there. Big concuss. Ego's gonna blink. 1, 2, 3, and you are gonna go down. Spike goes down, and Ego jumps through. This for the retake. Utility-wise, we're still okay, but Christ is gonna quickly go down. Showstopper though, it's gonna take out Barcode. He goes down through for the tap. Oh, and that is a beautiful. They are gonna be taking this one.
5 could be Riot's chance to get the first round on the board.
Oh, here we go. Shaman's feet going huge. They see where Kakashi is. They have the skills. And here we go. Kakashi, finger lasers. Oh, I wanted to see a kill. Knows the fake. Quickly gets the horn, gets the prowler out. Oh! So they all want to use around right here. Kakashi just jumps. Hike is here to die. Ego takes it. They will take that one. But Cruster comes in, takes that one down. Spike goes down. They don't have to fight at all. They can just wait for it. But they let's get that first one. Shaman's feet right at the back. Barco takes a Dream Trap 1 or 2 and make that. Kakashi finger lasers right there. Can't quickly overdrive into this. Gets that first one. They know where he is. Onto the window. He gets the second one. Come on, let's go! And the 4K, not into the ace conversion. Here we go. While the Prowler and the Haunts are coming in, high gear gets put in. The Pig and Ego, they set up a perfect crossfire, and everyone runs to the effectively divides you into the lane that you can push. So they come in. That's gonna be the first one. Kakashi's gonna quickly go down 2v2. Here comes Rolling Thunder. JC picks up another Jim Jam. Oh my god! They're blowing up. They want to hear the tap. They want to hear. Unfortunately, they just hear it now. But yeah, that's just the Pig. That can play for a big wave. He does take that one kill from City. Spots on the gun first early. Now they're gonna quickly give them number to hunt them. Barco meanwhile doesn't hear anything. Does hit that first one on the decay. Meanwhile has to go big. Has to get an ace. Clutch that first one. Yeah, Smoke him. He was gonna give him this one.